Hello, everybody. Welcome to a very special finale of DuckCast. On this episode, by the end of it, one of the people in this call will die.
You didn't. Can we start over? You didn't tell me this.
This is the
It's Chris,
promo.
right? Please tell me it's Chris. That would be
wonderful.
That would be the best day ever. This day hasn't been the best for me, so I'd really appreciate if you could tell me Chris. Stop doing this. Just tell me if it's Chris. Put it out there in the open.
If we're going based off the Hunger Game thing, I hope it's not me.
Yeah, weren't you second place in the Hunger Games?
Yes, I was.
But you got killed off by Chris Bownight, right?
I don't care.
Yeah. I was actually watching that episode today, and I only watched like half of it. I was like watching it while I worked on something, but
Can I just make something clear here for everyone wondering, and Mike was probably going to bring this up. You know, there are certain guests that we get on that have been on for every season, and we got to a point where, okay, this is the final episode of this season, and there's two people that have not had a spot this season, and we had to only choose one. There's Chris that we have on now. Sorry, by the way. And Chris Bownight, who is an angel. He is beautiful. I want to touch his bum. That's besides the point, but I just want to put that out there. Now, I think it was the last episode we had a montage for Chris Bownight, and that's wonderful. But I want to take this moment here to take a moment of silence for Chris Bownight. No other montage or anything. Just a nice little moment. Because I mean, we all feel pretty awkward starting this with the elephant in the room. So I think we can all just get some positivity out of a good old Bownight.
I think you're taking way too long to explain this.
Yeah.
Well, because no one's helping me out here. I'm on my own.
I was just letting you speak. I wasn't interrupting you.
The one time I need you to interrupt me.
Okay, Chris. I don't even know if you know what he's talking about. There's only 3 guests up to season 3. Only 3 guests that were on every single season at least once, which was you, Chris Bownight, and Mitzi. We had Mitzi on. We were gonna have Chris Bownight on earlier in the season, but because of schedule issues, we had to cancel it. And he'll be on next season for sure. But Chris Bownight didn't make it this season, so he's removed from the Every Season Club. So you and Mitzi are the only 2 guests who have appeared in every season.
Bah humbug.
If you want to count Chris Bownight in that montage, you could say that, because he technically made an appearance.
I was going to say also the Hunger Games one, but I don't even know if that guy it counts too. You know,
Chris Bownight's been acknowledged. He wasn't on, but he was brought up. Anyway, speaking of
while
people
you can,
in the past,
Verona.
I have a fun little segment. So, Snapchat had this filter. Did you get my message, by the way, Zach? I texted you, and you didn't get back to me.
What are you talking about?
I sent you a big text.
Oh, the thing. You had a thing to talk about. We'll talk about it then.
And you didn't respond.
I was busy. I forgot.
I almost sent this shit to the wrong group chat.
Great.
So, you know that Snapchat, how it had like a female filter?
No.
Yes, I look like my mom, and it's.
I added all of us, as many guests, me, Zach, and as many guests as possible to the filter. I thought we could rate each other on each other's hotness.
Oh my god!
Like from a scale from 1 to 10.
This is the greatest idea you could have brought to the worst episode ever, because we have Verona. But
I couldn't do everyone because I was trying to get it with my phone. So like I tried Brent, that didn't work. I tried Jeremy, that didn't work. Austin and Store, I don't even know what the hell to use. I'm not going to go to their Facebook accounts. I'm going to do stuff that they released publicly. Mm-hmm. So all this comes from YouTube videos. We'll just go in order here. Start. When I say order, I just mean the order I took them in. The first one is Zach.
Okay.
Who I do not think came out very well.
I never do. When I came out of the womb, it was a big old gasp from everyone involved, including my parents.
All right.
So we'll see.
So Zach, do you see? I sent it to the chat.
I'm not. Why can't you just show it to the screen? Okay, fine. I got it.
Yeah, go to the chat. You're gonna have to do this.
Discord. Hello, Discord. All right, let's see. There's a good old picture of Michael that Chris sent. Wow, that's a nice. Wow.
So like the only issue here is it completely eliminated your chin.
And my neck. My neck is way skinnier, which is hard to make happen.
Yeah. So it was a little rough on you, Zach. It was a little rough on you.
I mean, I like that you gave me some nice eyeshadow.
I think
Looks
nice.
That
I didn't give any of this to you, by the way. The Snapchat filter does it automatically.
Yeah. Good thing I don't use Snapchat. Heck you, Snapchat.
Yeah, but you know what? I think it made you look better. Granted.
Who's that?
Just not around the chin area.
Who's this? They're not invited.
Oh yeah,
but
Heckin' Verona, always ruining a DuckCast every time.
So, let's all rate.
Okay.
Who are you?
What do you say?
Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm the top bitch, honey.
Nice to meet you, top bitch.
Fuck about his YouTube channel. You know who I am.
No one watches his YouTube channel. In your face.
I like how you can see the Zip Rod hats in the background.
Yes, you can.
I think I pulled this off of the last video that you ever showed your face in, not counting DuckCast. But yeah, okay. So let's ruin all of our friends secure. Like, let's make all of our friends super insecure. Chris? What do you rate? Hey, come on, focus.
Yes. I'm here.
What do you rate Zachary?
I haven't seen the picture. I'm trying to find it. I sent you mine.
I saw yours. I already got yours.
Yeah. Rate mine here.
I did it myself. Mine's better than that one.
Wait, no, it's in the Discord.
Yes, it is. Stop procrastinating. Come on, now this is important.
You put on a little more makeup. I mean, you could pull it off.
This is not really me, so I don't really take that too personally. Thank you, Chris.
Ah, come on.
What?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say like a 5.
5 out of what?
Pretty generous, honestly.
5 out of 10.
5 out of
10. I'd give that too. I'm not really a big fan of myself either, so I'm good with that.
I'd give it a 3 out of 10. It would go higher.
Wait. What does top bitch say?
Dude, I'm just fucked up about the one eye. Looks like she's like got a fucked up eye. I'm sorry.
That's him. That's with the Snapchat filter.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Let me see if she can read my lips here.
You want to see if he can read her lips, his lips.
He's not even saying anything. She doesn't have headphones on.
I don't even know why I'm lip singing it.
Yeah.
But you get the point.
Come on, man.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, they can sit and be jealous.
Yeah.
So Zach, what do you rate yourself?
I just said 5. I agree with everyone.
Okay.
There. It's not that great.
I give it like a 3, but I go a lot higher if the chin wasn't so messed up. That's
I mean, a little, yeah. Like the chin is like.
I don't need to hear that from you, Verona.
I couldn't get Will Brower to work, but luckily Will did it himself, so I'll just send the one that Will sent.
Okay, tell me one.
There?
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think Will's worked.
He actually looks... No, it looks like a completely different person, actually.
I think it looks like Will wearing a wig.
It's really nice. Like, puffy hair like that, that's really nice.
Uh-huh.
I look like that. So watch your words.
I'm not,
you were thinking, wasn't
no, I'm not. I'm looking at this guy.
Who is this that we're with right now, by the way?
Are you saying I got a nose?
No. Oh my God! Look.
Does she know that she's being Does she know that she's being recorded right now?
Yeah. Do you even say that you're doing a thing that's being recorded?
I mean, I told her that I was. This is for
good.
a podcast.
Okay.
It's a video podcast too.
It's fine. It's completely okay. It's just gonna be up forever.
Because head hurting.
Okay.
What do you guys rate Will here?
I don't know. This is really fucking with me.
Let me go back to this. Okay.
I'm gonna say 2 or 3.
I mean, like, you gotta consider the fact they took the time with the blush on the cheeks. You know, it wasn't just a lazy job. Then there's the lipstick. I think it might be naked lipstick. I'm not sure. The nose is pointier than usual. But odd choice.
What do you
touched up the eyebrows. Very good work.
All right, let me give my comments. For some of these, I just cannot unsee the person. To me, this really does not. I don't think the filter worked too well on Will. I really can't. I only see Will here wearing a wig.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have to go pretty low with this one as well.
Yeah, it's like just 2 or 3.
Going for a 3 with this one.
You know what? I'd give it a 7. I'd do him.
No, Zach,
yeah.
no.
Oh, we gotta give them that. Okay, so this is Wilma.
Wilma, okay.
For Zach, what's the female equivalent of Zach?
Wilma.
Patrice. I don't know.
Zoe.
Zoe.
That's the only other
Zoe.
female name.
What about Zelda? Zoe or Zelda?
I like that. All right, Zelda.
Yeah, Zelda. Yeah.
Good.
All right.
Call her.
What?
What's common anime name? She asks.
What? What's common?
Common anime name for you, I guess.
Common anime name. That's a perfect name already. Why change it?
He says common anime name is perfect.
All right. Well, next up, I'm not using the picture.
You can put the headset on if she wants to talk.
Yeah.
All right. So we got Chris here.
Hi, nice to meet you, top bitch. So the common anime name.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, hi, nice to meet you too. Sort of. I don't really like that you're friends with Chris in general, but it's whatever.
He's my only friend, so I like having
sad.
him. Yeah, it is.
Jesus. Okay, you can stay as long as you like, honey. It's fine. You need friends. So yeah, common anime name is a fine name. Why change it from that? It's perfect as it is.
I mean, as long as it doesn't echo, Chris could take out his headphones for a second and everyone can talk. I don't care. As long as it doesn't echo.
I have a Discord. If I could just, I don't know, do just voice.
What?
That's fine. That's
Put
fine.
my earbuds in.
Oh, like on your phone or something. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know.
Hang on.
Anyway, I put Chris in the chat.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
Chris, I feel like Chris is almost like one of the better ones. There's just one little factor that ruins it.
He has one mustache.
Chris still has half.
He decided to shave and he's like he just gave up.
Okay.
What's happening?
Why are you throwing? Anyway, I sent you the other one. I sent you the other one. Why you go with this one? Like
Because this is the one I took.
Yeah.
All right, want me to do the other one? I'll do the other one.
Yeah.
I like this one, just the half mustache, the lazy stash shave.
I think so far you're the best looking one. It's just half the mustache. Get rid of that and it's perfect.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think the one that you sent is actually worse.
How is it worse? How?
I don't know. It just does. I don't like the expression. Let me send it.
If you could.
I guess.
Anyways.
I would like that mustache is a big problem, but you know, like
it's a big no.
But I'll give Chris a 5 out of 10 still.
The stash makes it a 1. Sorry. Also, it's Chris.
The mustache. You know, I can.
Negatives, actually.
If we're in a dark room, I think I can ignore the mustache.
Bag on the head, all that jazz.
I'm gonna give myself a 1 though because I could do so much better. Like I mean, look at that. Like
I sent the other one.
Situation.
I like the second one less.
Exactly like his mom. He looks exactly like his mom.
I mentioned this already.
All right. Well, next up we have Chris Bonite. Okay. And let me tell you, Chris Bonite is a cutie. Chris Bonite is a real
better
cutie.
Chris. Oh wait, I didn't even see this Chris. Oh, that's a. Which Chris were we comparing? The first or second one?
The first one was the one I was going off of. That's the one I gave a 5
Anyway,
out of 10.
Bonite. Look how beautiful this lad is.
It's a true beauty.
I love her.
I give this like a 7 or 8. Like,
I'm going like 8 or 9 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Always Bonite with me. Okay.
Yeah.
Always.
Looking fine.
Looking like a snack.
All right. So this one isn't like we've had him on twice. It was just one of the ones I was able to get to work. We got Pinsack though.
You sent it already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pinsack. I wish the hair was longer, but Pinsack's looking all right.
See, here's the problem. You could try to play it off like, oh, this looks like a female. To me, it looks a bit more emo male than female to me. I don't see the.
No, I think.
I give it pretty low.
I think Nick is a solid
he looks
third
like
place.
A rock star person.
Either that or a 12-year-old girl, but not even like. All right, I'd do that. No, it's too young.
I think Zach and Will are tied for last.
That looks like a girl that I knew in middle school.
Wow.
I put
for like 2 days.
I then put Chris in like 4th place. I think Nick is a good 3rd place. Second goes to Chris, but there is one. This is the last one. And this, in my opinion, is by far the most attractive.
Okay.
So let me send you the best one.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Have you? Wait, you didn't even put yours in chat yet.
Whoa. Yeah.
I just did.
Okay.
I'm looking fine as hell.
You look like a completely different human being.
Perfect 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's a 10 out of 10.
You look...
I am
look
gorgeous.
at the lighting. You're like under one of those photography lights. You're already. I do
have the unfair advantage of not being taken off of a computer screen.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking fine.
I do you.
Yeah, I do me too.
10 out of 10.
10
Beautiful.
I'd say
that was a nice sub.
Oh wow, 9 out of 10. No, I'll take a 9. I'll take a 9.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's that segment. I couldn't get any of the others to work. Like I said, Jeremy I tried, didn't work. Brent I tried, didn't work.
And it only took like about 20 minutes just to get through that whole thing.
Yeah, there was like 6 images.
I know how to do this.
To be fair,
It's not working.
what's her name? Basic Bitch took up a lot of time too. That's another thing to take into consideration.
I don't know how this works.
Total bitch, basic bitch. I forget what it was. Something bitch.
I don't know. Maybe be a little more nice.
She called herself a bitch, man. It's not my bad. I'm just repeating her.
They are.
I don't know how this works. There's a window thing.
She's probably nice.
I don't know the security key.
What the hell is going on, Chris? What are you doing?
He's gonna expose his Wi-Fi password on the DuckCast. It's fine.
And for Chris, it's just frozen for me.
Is
I don't know how.
Wait,
I tried. It didn't work. Yeah, I can hear.
No, can Mike hear? Mike hear?
It doesn't work.
Tried.
How?
We should move on. Let's move on while Chris does his things that he didn't care to do before, and he was invited to be on here. And
I
he's just
didn't
ignoring
expect
us
this
right
to
now.
happen,
Yeah,
guys.
it's fine.
Hey.
You could just say no. You could just say no. Bo Knight wouldn't have made this happen. He would have been professional.
I don't know.
He would have sat here and adapted to the situation.
Here's my phone. I'm gonna have to make my shit hot.
All right.
I miss
Anyway, sorry.
I'm sorry Zach is being so mean to you guys.
It's okay.
I'm being honest.
He's a jerk.
And I'm grieving right now. So I think this is justified.
Yeah, okay.
What are you grieving about?
Chris, Bo Knight.
Oh, okay.
His death.
I thought you were about to open up to us. You're going to reveal some dark secrets of your past.
Well, Chris and I have met each other in person, and we had a bit of a sexual history, but, you know, that is all
You want to talk about that a little more?
Yeah, so the one night we did missionary was a bit awkward, mostly because it's kind of impossible for 2 men to do missionary.
Yeah, because there's no hole.
Yeah.
Unless you're using the wrong one.
She is, like, so interested in this conversation right now. She's like,
One of the... It says hentai hub.
What?
It says hentai hub.
I don't know.
Look. It says hentai hub.
That's
don't show it. Don't show it near the webcam.
I'm just laughing.
Chris.
Yes,
make sure she's not showing it near the webcam or anything.
I can't even see Chris. Like, it's just a frozen image of him now.
All right.
Zach is the only one who hasn't frozen.
Well, Chris could, like, close the webcam and turn it back on.
I mean, I thought it was fine.
My computer's acting up. No one has to change anything for me.
Okay. Let's move on to another subject. How about
Zach?
that?
You're the only square that's still alive.
The only square.
That might mean that you're gonna be the one that dies for real.
Oh, I mean, I see everyone completely fine.
Someone's gonna die at the end of this episode. Remember?
Yes.
It's gonna be that one in the back.
No, I know who it's gonna be. I've known from the very start who it's gonna be. Gonna end this DuckCast out with a bang.
I don't like that.
He's got the fireworks.
Actually,
next season premiere is gonna be with Pinsec, and I'm guessing.
Okay.
Good fault.
So
you want to do like because now we have Chris here, like someone else. Like we only talked about this, you and I, but like maybe an E3 recap if you want.
I don't want to talk too much about it because we've talked about it a bunch already. But
I mean, maybe Chris's thoughts.
I saw a little bit of like Xbox doing some cool stuff.
Oh no, Nintendo stuff. I mean.
Oh, not the Nintendo stuff, but I just saw like the Xbox, like the Tom Clancy games and everything. But like,
They added a Banjo-Kazooie to Smash, by the way, for DLC.
Yes, I saw that. That was really cool. Like, I can't wait to see a super. That's a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what would it
showed
be?
That, right? Like the
they did.
Thing. Yeah.
Oh, then I haven't seen it.
In the trailer. But yeah, it's
okay.
nice.
Zach's frozen too now. Everyone, I no longer have.
Do you hear me though?
Yeah, I hear everyone.
Okay, well, my end's still fine. What's
I went out, then Chris went out, then you went out.
Okay, well, we're all dead. We're all dead.
Everyone died. I was wrong. Everyone dies in the DuckCast finale.
Nothing's real anymore.
You know, as much as this episode's not going along, at least it's not like episode 10 where we did absolutely nothing.
Well, we didn't have any structure. I did have a serious topic I was going to bring up. I could do that now if you want to.
Yeah,
yes, what is the topic?
Okay, so I'm going to go on a bit of I'm going to vent for like a minute or two, and then I'm going to ask a question.
Oh, boy.
So just be prepared for that. So I think that in the last maybe like couple years, I mean, I'm kind of like I said, it's always been an on and off thing, but I just like lost all passion for everything with like making videos and film and whatnot, and I just wouldn't admit it.
Mm-hmm.
I think like I don't know, like I got out of college, I got out of high school, I started working on Across the Fourth Wall right away.
Right.
And that didn't go so well. I put a lot of time into that, didn't go well. And it really just made it to a point where like I stopped doing Bemis and Company episodes. It's another show I did. I stopped doing those quite a while ago. But even when I was in college doing them, where in high school and middle school, it was always like, it was my life. It's what I wanted to do. And I mean, you know, obviously you grow up and change. It's good that I want to do something different from what I was doing in high school. But where just like making a skit or making like writing something up just came so naturally to me. And that's because I didn't put in as much effort. But it was just, I was like able to go out and work on it every single day. When I got to college, I don't know, like just, it kind of left me and I didn't want it to leave me. Mm-hmm. And I'm really just trying my best to get back into it because it is the only thing I really want to do with my life. But at the same time, I just have such a motivation issue, and it's like it's made it to a point where it's not okay anymore. Like I do not get anything done. Because I'm just constantly demotivated in the stuff I'm doing. The reason I bring this up is because we've all been making stuff on YouTube. Some of us have changed the direction that we're going in. I definitely think that me and Zach, our stuff has changed drastically from when we started. Chris, you seem to be doing some new stuff, but you still do the gaming stuff, so you still seem pretty happy with what your channel stuff. What do you guys just think of making content in general? Where do you guys think you're going to go with this? Do you guys think you have any future in this whatsoever?
Not in gaming for me. Like I want to do more like productive stuff. Like I want to start actually doing films. And now that I'm in UCF, I'm gonna have like ability to like get people together, start with a script, and then we just start doing it. Like I actually have friends now I actually found like a Catholic church group to belong to, and they actually have like I was so like it made me feel like at home. But other than that, like I have these people and they have like a story. Like, it's kind of like a goofy kind of thing, but it'd be good for like a short little student film thing. And I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, let's look at it. And then it was fucking hilarious, just because like that is just like reading it and everything. I have like somewhere, but now I actually want to like start doing more serious stuff. Like I do all the gaming things. Like I actually started doing the Jurassic World game, and that's more of a creative. Yeah, it's a creative thing that I like. All right, so I have like a park, and I have to like make it look cool and like functional, and that's kind of the same thing. Sorry, I'll let you go.
I was just gonna add a comment. The cool thing about that is that it is a gaming video, but it is a gaming video where it's not like you're following someone else's story. You get to kind of do whatever you want, and you can kind of create your own thing out of it.
It's more
right. Yeah. And I recently just added like in the monorail thing, and I'm like, okay, this is all like like my vision, my head is coming into plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. No,
it's nice. That's cool. No, it's really cool.
But yeah, so like I also have been doing a lot more writing because like I've been using dreams as like pushing points to like start something. Like I have like a whole notebook somewhere.
You're lucky enough that you remember your dreams. I have a really hard time. I know you and Mike like remember your dreams often.
Like one of the serious ones that I've had, and I felt like physical pain too, which is weird. I called it DJ from Hell because basically it's like I think it was like some U.S. Navy SEAL team that's trying to go after some guys for selling secrets from the government to someone else, and they have to go through this festival. And so the DJ is demonic, covered in blood, and he starts slashing at the main character. And in the morning, I just felt all that rush up my arm, and I'd like start writing, and I'm like, I just start.
That might just be like you had some sort of sore or actual pain, and it kind of went into your dream with you. I've had that happen before.
I don't know, but it was just there.
Sick. I get sick, and my dream is like I feel sick in a dream, and then I wake up, and it turns out, I'm sick. But no, it's interesting. That's definitely interesting. I talk about dreams on the show kind of often because some of them get really weird. But Zach, what about you?
I mean, like, over time, I just like made my channel way more casual as it went on, and like now it's just the point where it's just like, okay, I'm not even like moving any muscles. But like, here's the thing with me, I've learned over time, like, if I don't have anyone that's a good enough group of people that's like wants to watch what I do, it's like I'm just not really gonna care too much. And like, a good motivator is money, but that's never gonna happen, of course. But like, again, it's like I see like Twitch and live streaming. It's like, it seems like a really chill environment. There's enough people to chat in real time, not just 5 people watching, but only one person typing in the chat. It's not going to be as motivating to like hang out with people. It's like it's a bit of like a less lonely kind of feeling. You feel like you're being productive, entertaining wise, and I like to be more of a performer rather than a behind the scenes guy.
That is
like to flex that muscle more.
That is what's so enjoyable about Mackle and Zach videos, and like especially when we have guests on, because it's like, even if no one watches this, at least it wasn't a lonely experience.
As long as like the end product is like entertaining, like the last thing we did with E3, I think I watched that twice just to like check things, but I managed to watch it the whole way through twice because like I really liked the dynamic, our performances. It was just hilarious, and it makes me think of like when I was a kid up to now, and like seeing how far I've come, and like how, even though I'm still an introvert, how extrovert I've come into doing stuff like this, and I'm like fairly proud of myself, and I like doing these kind of moments. And if I can encourage myself to do more stuff like that, like if I get some, if I do a solo episode of the Ziff Pod or something, and I do a good job with it, I'm like, okay, good job. If I get a guest on, we got a good dynamic going, great job. We got a good commentary, good job. If I do anything else on Ziff Pod that's not podcast form or anything, I would like it to come out well, and I would need some motivation for that. So again, like, I just don't see that right now with me.
I think with me, like when it comes, because I really want to do, like I said, filmmaking, and it's awesome that Chris like found this group. And the thing is, it's that the biggest problem with me is it's not that these people aren't available, like they're not around me. I have people, I could get people to be in a movie with me. It would be like, it wouldn't be as easy as it was back then when I was kid. Like me and my friends were all kids and we were free all the time, but I could do it. I've gotten, like I said, I think I can't blame all of my fucking problems on Across the Fourth Wall, obviously, but that was the biggest demotivator of my entire life, because I'm just going to go out and say this, and I don't think I've ever said this officially. I spent $2,000 on that.
I'm sorry?
And I really,
right?
Costumes, equipment, I tried my fucking best, and it came out so poorly, and it's because I was trying to make too big of a story. And the worst part about it is not only did I not finish it, actually, you know what? Not only was it cringy and horrible, the worst part is I didn't finish it, because at least I could have said it was done. At least I could say, like, okay, here's a big list of what not to do, but let's move on to the next project. It's just like I fought on and on for like a year or two to get that done, and like so much happened, and like I'm not gonna name any names, but like one of the main characters, one of the main actors quit, and we were halfway done with it.
That was a project that happened,
and I had to film, and I had to have like another friend come in. I will name the person who came in and filled it in, Nick. One of the best friends a guy could ask for, came in and like filmed so many scenes in 2 weeks. If anyone's able to figure, I feel bad now, because if anyone's able to figure out who quit, that person's also been an amazing friend. It was just a shitty situation. It's not even their fault. It's not even their fault. It's not their fault. And I got to mention that because it upsetted me, but it wasn't his fault. There was so many reasons that happened. And it's just it was a shitty situation, and like I after that I went on to cameraman and I made the first 3 episodes and I was very happy with them, and then once again I overthought it, overcomplicated it, and I destroyed it. Like I destroyed 2 projects I touched, and after that I stopped. Like occasionally a skit will come out, occasionally something will come out, but I've been doing video essays, I've been doing commentaries, and I like doing that stuff. It's fun, but I'm not like, it's not what I wanted to do. It's not what I wanted. I must sound really depressed, and I apologize. It's just
all
me.
right, man. You're just talking. Yeah, like
you want to succeed in doing serialized storytelling is what you're saying, but you haven't done that yet.
Yeah,
even with
it's not. Project. I will never stop doing Mackle and Stache until one of us wants to stop. I'll never stop doing it because I love doing them. I think it's more likely that you would want to stop before I want to stop, though, because I really love doing those. And I won't stop doing like film reviews until I love doing stuff like that. It's great, and I love work. Like Tim and Matt are 2 people I've recently worked with. I would love to get Matt on DuckCast next season. And it's great. I love doing that stuff. It's fun, and I don't feel like time was wasted by the end of it because it's fun. But it's not what I wanted life to be,
Right. And I understand overthinking too, because I've overthought a lot, and I want everything to be perfect. But as I come to learn, everything in your head, from my intro to film production, everything in your head may not be as accessible as possible. So you have to be open to different changes, different scenarios. I saw a clip in classes recently, and it was from Suicide Squad. I know some people have the yeah, but no, there was a trailer. There was a trailer that was they had different scenes that didn't make it into the film, such as Enchantress speaking normally in the office where she does the secrets from the I don't remember those, and it's just interesting because I understand why those didn't make it because it wouldn't have fit, so it just wouldn't have been a good idea.
I've noticed over time with Mike and I, is that Mike's end?
Yeah.
What?
Is that your end? You need to pay attention to something.
I heard something, but I don't think it was me.
Okay. I was gonna say with Mike and I have noticed over the years we kind of have this idea of what we think will happen easily when it comes to putting content out on YouTube, but over time it does turn out to you have to lean more on the more comfortable side just to see if you have more of a chance to get your stuff seen. I don't know.
Yeah, kind of
even though that's not really the main point of longevity. It's just to be satisfied with the product you're making, but you got to be comfortable with what you're doing first as an editor or as a producer of something, producing out some kind of content, and then you can see what you're more confident at. At first you started to really branch out and see all these things that you thought you were capable of doing, but you just were too young and inexperienced to try all these things out first. And she's agreeing. She's like,
"Are you okay?"
Yeah, but...
I just saw your head. What is?
Fucking jamming.
Okay. We're all
you know what I mean? With Super
yes.
Luigi, I thought I could do all these things, and I didn't even have an editor that can do all these special effects, and I'm already saying, I can do these fireballs and everything, and the Pikachu's electricity.
Well, the thing is, ambition is a good thing to have, though. I think if you want to do something like that, you should learn to do it, but you have to decide, is it worth it to you or not?
Yeah.
Find a way to be able to afford any software that you need, although Adobe makes it very affordable now, you just have to do monthly subscriptions, but it used to be impossible.
There needs to be that adapting to your environment first, this online environment, doing things on here. It's not like putting things in a film festival.
Yeah. Well, I think one of my biggest flaws so if we're talking about getting views and building an audience for myself, because obviously an audience would be one of the biggest motivators I could have to actually go back to making
stuff. Make you satisfied of your work if it's of any worth,
Yeah. I think my biggest flaw is my inability, and I think this is a big critique of myself, but I think it's a fair one, is my inability to stick to what works. Because my 2 most popular YouTube videos of all time. You know what they are?
What's it? One of them was the Duck Brigade one, right? Or maybe both of them. I forget.
One of them was Brigade, and one of them was
right?
Lakeside. One of them was the creepypasta video, and one of them was the childhood trauma video.
I remember creepypasta. Yeah,
the childhood trauma video. You said was the other one.
I could have branched off and done horror content, but I don't want to do that. And then, but maybe there's also like, maybe it doesn't even necessarily have to be horror. It just has to be something kind of surreal. Like maybe there's like other topics with like film I could have covered that like dive back into childhood and like things you experience. Like there was these, and the funny thing is like right after I did childhood trauma, I made a video called Revisiting the Human Habit Trail on what's now Movie Mackle, where it was kind of a follow-up video. And that one didn't do as well, but it did good. Compared to what I normally make, at least it still gets views to this day. And then I did a BoJack video where I like really dived into like I really dived into like some of the meaning behind the show, what I interpreted out of it, and that one did really well. And then like aside from that, it's funny, the only videos of mine that now get over 100 views, at least of like the last year or two, is when I do a Shark Tale video. When I do a meme video. So like those do well. I would never stop doing Mackle and Zatch in favor for like, I wouldn't stop it. I would make it a thing on the side because I like those too much, and it's a great way to collaborate with people too. It's such an easy way to collaborate. Because I want to do reviews, but I don't really with some I would be willing to do it with someone, but it's not really something on my channel where I want to like do a review and then have the screen go static and then it's like, oh, this reviewer from this channel. What are you doing here?
I've learned over time that the review format is like, I feel like some people might not mind this, but like for me, I find it very discouraging because like reviews, you put in a lot of work, not just making things, scripting it out, the research, everything, making sure you got the right clips to go with your vocals. But like very discouraging when you put in all that work and you don't, most of the time you don't really get that, what you want to receive, especially when you're trying to grow that. And I don't know, some people might not mind it. Some people just like to be creative like that. They have that outlet and they're happy and they're fine with it. And they just look at their own work and be like, hey, if I did this a few years ago, it might not be relevant, but I did a great job on this. You could look at that and they'll be happy. But like, I don't know, just some people want that instant satisfaction, and that's not necessarily bad, I don't think.
No, I mean, like, I just do my videos just because, like, I want to put something out there to, like, hey, this is what I like, so I'm going to talk about it, and then hopefully you may like it. I'm
talking about, like, immediate, like, receiving of, like, positive praise over your work right when you put it out, or, like, in that first week.
Okay.
I'm talking about, like, immediate, like, okay, do you get something out of this right away after all this work you just put in, or you just put on all this work, and hopefully you'll still be satisfied with the end product just for yourself. Will satisfy you in the end.
I feel like this is a little off topic. It's kind of going along with the same thing. I think, like, I think like one of my biggest problems, another one, is just the struggle between wanting to be a filmmaker and wanting to be a YouTuber. Wanting to make, because you cannot do both.
They're two very different things. Yeah.
I feel like if I wanted to do one or the other, I'd have to give up one completely. And I need to make that decision now because I'm getting older. Like I'm too old. I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with like taking time to figure out your life, but it's just like if I want to get into filmmaking, I need to do it now.
I have had that same relation as well. So like I mentioned, like as when I'm start like getting to like do more productive stuff, I'm gonna like just cut off video gaming because like. Yeah. I love it, but it got me started, but it has to end. It's kind of like the beginning of an era, and then like
you gotta be more productive with the more important stuff that will get you somewhere.
Yeah. So like everything would be like shifted over to the video production channel, and then I'll actually be doing some more stuff productive with that. I mean, I'm gonna like still watch the same stuff and like see the same people and everything, but like I'm 25. I'm gonna be 26 within like a few like within the next year or so.
And our birthdays are around the same time. I know what you mean.
Yeah, but I just want to like put it out there. Like this is my age. I need to start like doing something with it because like it's just like I want to be the director. I want to be like, and also a screenwriter too. Maybe even like a first AD to like get started. I actually thought about this like so like. Anyone know like about trailer houses, like how they make the film trailers for the films?
I mean, I've heard a bunch of stuff about it. I don't know specifically. They're given clips they can use.
Yeah, like the film productions get with the trailer houses, and then they say, "Hey, we want to see what you can do as a trailer." I thought about doing that because, like, actually, like, finding a trailer house to like work as like maybe an internship and see where it goes, because that's like
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, it might be like the first stepping stone to becoming a director, like deciding which scene could be used for a trailer, and then
a lot of
work.
A lot of editors go. A lot of people go from editor to director. That is pretty common. I don't know if it's like. I don't know if that's more for like television than it is for filmmaking, but I know that a lot of people go from editor to director.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
like,
never a bad
even
idea.
Actors too, like Bradley Cooper with Star is Born. Like that turned out to be a great hit.
I think it's good also to just like get a job that you like and keep doing it, and if you can get a good opportunity out of it, go for the opportunity. Like some people, because editing trailers, not only could that lead into a nice job, that could also just be kind of a fun job to have. That might be like something that you go home and like, yeah, that was a satisfying day's work. I'm okay with doing this. I'm okay with spending time on this.
You think it's a conspiracy theory to say that like there's like producers that tell these people to put in the trailers to put in like major spoilers, like that's why we get so many certain
I never blame the people who make the trailers. They are given footage that they have to use. They don't get to watch they don't get to watch the entire movie and then make the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Like recently in class we had the producer of Detective Pikachu come in, like, and she's friends with Nice. I was excited. I'm like, and I think Deadpool as well. I think.
Wait, so the director of Detective Pikachu?
A producer.
I was gonna say also the director of Shark Tale. No.
Is he friends with the director of Shark Tale?
I would love to have a director come in, like just
director.
fucking like bash through the door, just like
you get all these people doing this Q&A, like asking these really interesting questions, like, so the guy who did Shark Tale, right?
Yeah.
How unfortunate would it be if you get a director to come to your school and it's the director of fucking Shark Tale?
That'd be hysterical though. Like I'd say, hey, what was it like working with Will Smith?
Yeah. You do know that the guy who directed Shark Tale did Detective Pikachu, right? Same guy.
I think. I don't know.
It was. Yeah,
it's more director for hire, like Mike
Rob Letterman. Rob Letterman.
We also had a gaffer too. I think they got married. Like they got engaged and like they came together and everything. So like we had a producer and then a gaffer.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
What's a gaffer, by the way? I've seen the
really
name.
Cool,
what's a gaffer?
Gaffer is like the rigging for like sound mics and everything, and electric is like grip is the other one. Gaffer is the lights.
Yeah.
Huh. Why can't they just call the lighting electrician?
I don't know. I don't know. Because the electrician is the head guy.
There's also the best boy.
Yes.
Best lad.
There's a friend of mine in class that just uses that term, best boy, and she just fucking goes ballistic with it. It's hilarious.
That's someone on Layton, by the way, if you didn't know.
Oh.
But a very specific special job on Layton.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the credits, you'll normally see the best boy listed.
Yeah, definitely.
That's an actual phrase. That's an actual name.
I didn't even think you were doing that seriously.
No, that's real. That's real. They even make a joke about it in an episode of BoJack. They make a joke about it. You're at best, you're the best boy. At best.
I like it. Oh my god. So speaking of BoJack, I know this may not be similar, but do you guys see Birdie and Tuca and Birdie, the Netflix show?
I watched the first 2 episodes and I thought they were really funny, especially the ending of the second one.
I mean, yeah, Ali Wong is a phenomenal comedian. Yeah. She's amazing, and I forget the other person's name, but I know she's in Night School, the Girls Trip, and a bunch of other ones. But she's fantastic. I like how people have a good chemistry together too. And they also, people with good chemistry work together in multiple movies. Like Adam Sandler and Kevin James.
Tuca and Birdie. Yeah, no, I really liked it. It doesn't have a narrative at least it doesn't seem like it's going to. It doesn't have a narrative like BoJack does, so it's not a super binge-worthy show. But I
watched it to the end.
It's really.
Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's really funny.
Mm-hmm.
and I do enjoy it. It's just like without a narrative, it's not like something I'm going to binge, but it's definitely something I'll keep watching when I want something. I mean,
I could give like a snapshot of it. So it's all about like Birdie's like towards the end, she like has like a mental breakdown, and she talks about how
don't spoil it if there's any like narrative.
Sorry,
it's okay.
I mean, Bone Knight wouldn't have spoiled anything.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I thought it was amazing.
Going.
If something crazy happens, I'll wait for it.
Yeah,
I've never even heard of this show. Is it
but it's the same people who do BoJack, and it's the same art style as BoJack. Yeah. Although a little bit more, it's a bit more lively than BoJack because it's like a lot more silly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I actually think it like animation wise, it's looking a little better. But
yeah, I would say so too.
I think that BoJack Horseman kind of goes off like on a really big narrative, and it's about like some pretty serious depression. And while Tuca and Birdie, from what I understand about, it's more about like day-to-day anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Which I like. The second episode ends like, you know which one I'm talking about. She gets like the promotion.
Yes.
And then at the end, she's in the office really late at night. She looks over at the other window.
Oh yeah,
and it's just a bird that looks.
And like, just help me.
That made me laugh so fucking hard. Like,
I feel like Zach
was
just
so
like,
perfect.
I would love to be a part of this, but at the same time, I don't. I don't know, Zach. That's what the piece you're giving.
No, I've just never seen the show.
I know.
It's funny. I think that the first episode, it took a little bit of time for the first one to like sell on me because I felt like it was 50% funny and 50% cringeworthy.
A little, but
like,
it was also
there was parts where it was like I was having such a hard time getting through. I was like, oh, that's so bad. But then there'd be something that like genuinely got a good laugh out of me. And then once I kind of got used to the characters by the second episode, I liked it a lot more. There's the occasional joke in there that I find stupid, but overall it makes up for like kind of it's very obnoxious. Mm-hmm. Like all the characters shout, all of them overreact to things.
Yeah.
But it makes up for it by actually like legitimately genuinely being funny. Like there's so many it made me laugh enough to where I was able to forgive some of the overly quirkiness.
Yes. What about Always Be My Maybe again with Ali Wong? I'm not trying to get on Ali Wong.
I know what that is. Is it a show or a movie?
It's a movie, but it's really good. It's like these two people from like childhood, and they get to be like really awkward in adulthood, but then it turns out okay.
I haven't seen it, but I'll check it out.
All right.
Well,
yeah. What?
Anything else that anyone wants to talk about?
They haven't seen it.
I don't really have much to give for this one. Not much has really happened. Again, I've only just I might have said this before we record. I just started watching Mad Men yesterday.
Yeah, my mom really likes.
Yeah.
It's
very political.
Yeah,
it's a bit slow right now, but.
My mom really loves Mad Men, and I've seen the intro for Mad Men, and I like the intro a lot.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
I mean, I would like to have gotten more into Mad Men. Like, Zach, what are you watching Mad Men on? Like, just so maybe
Netflix.
I can see. Okay, so that I'll try to do like maybe getting out of my comfort zone, like getting more. I try not to get as political as possible because I don't know shit about politics. But like I would like to try and just broaden my knowledge about politics and like exactly to be more relative to people, I guess.
I think it's good to watch stuff like that, even if like I understand not wanting to get into political conversations because there's so many people that can't handle political conversations. They just get angry.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good to watch like stuff like that and like kind of form an opinion. I've been trying to do that a lot more often.
Right now I'm watching and what I'm saying is like stuff that I already know, and I don't know. I'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not super surprised. There's other things I'm surprised by, like the drama that's happening, like some guy cheating on his wife at the end of episode 1. That like one.
Is it kind of like
whoa?
Is it kind of like House of Cards a little bit, like with like the drama?
I've never seen House of Cards, so I don't know.
Okay.
But
I'm never gonna.
They stopped doing that show because of the whole like main actor doing that thing.
I'm never gonna watch it because
if you get immersed by like performances, like every actor it performs as if you're watching a play. Like their voice is just very play. I can't grammar today. I can't
playwright, kind of playwright-ish.
You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
That
almost like
theater,
melodramatic.
That theater talk. Yeah, that theater talk in their voice that you can hear every time. something not like that. You know what I mean?
No?
And it takes place in the
Yeah.
1950s, so it's very, hey, how you doing, darling? And stuff like that.
Okay,
Everything's
like that.
swell and like with the inflations of the voice, and it gets very old during the second or third episode, and it's the show, I'm guessing. So, but if you could put aside that, just listen to the dialogue. And there's a lot of things I feel like are going over my head, like a lot of deep themes that I just don't understand. But some things are interesting, and I'm patient enough with most shows.
What's going on? Oh, come in.
Police! Oh
my God! Oh God!
Hello.
No!
It's me, Chris Liam Fancyson.
What the fuck is this?
I'm Chris's evil twin, Chris Liam Fancyson.
So a while back, there was a guy named Zach Liam Fancyson. I'm guessing this is his cousin.
What the hell is this?
I am Chris Liam Fancyson. I am brothers with Mike Liam Fancyson, Zach Liam Fancyson, and another 8 Fancyson brothers.
How many Fancysoms are there? I've met like 1 or 2 of them so far, right?
There's a total of 11.
Jesus. This has been the main villain of this season, the Fancy-Sons.
I heard you're playing the cashier.
Oh, no.
The cashier of who? Or what?
Wait, what are you talking about?
I don't know.
Are you fucking a cashier?
No, he's...
No?
What?
Cash register? What? You confused me.
You said, I heard you're playing a cashier, Mr. Fancy something or other.
Yeah, because you work in like fast food.
Oh, no, actually, I'm working
I'm an artist. I'm a talented artist. What are you doing with your life?
Chris, you should ask him questions to make sure if he's actually an artist.
Okay.
He's just bluffing.
All right, so what is your opinion on Peter Jackson's association with the NFWC?
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings is for fucking nerds.
All right, Mr. SpongeBob
Wow.
SquarePants voice.
By the way, why does everyone in your family sound exactly the same?
Exactly. That's another.
You don't even you haven't even met the others. Stop yes-anding me, Chris.
We were all clones created in a lab of you guys, of all the DuckCast guest stars.
That
Was
makes sense.
Squidward the freaking basis of your model?
And we're all brothers because we're all clones, but we're also brothers to the person that we clone.
Yes. You're coming up with some BS backstory, but I'll go with it.
Nah.
Yeah.
This has been so very awkward to me.
It's fine. It's fine. Just go with it. He's just your clone.
All right,
what are some things that you've always wanted to say your clone? It's not really your clone. It's like a version of you with combination with Squilliam Fancyson. What would you like to say to this Chris Liam Fancyson character guy?
You must shave the unibrow. Seriously, like you got to go to the gym. You got to eat right. Like just do better. Like
I think I'm having a heart attack.
Well, we killed him. Oh, well.
He's dead. And he's dead.
Yeah.
And Chris Liam was the character that died at the end of the show.
Woo!
And now all 10 of his remaining brothers, they're gonna come back for revenge.
Oh shit!
Next season on DuckCast.
No.
Alright, whatever. And next season ends on episode 100, so that's going to be a big war. That's going to be the Infinity War of DuckCast right there.
That's going to be the end game of it.
Oh my god, like, end game.
Yeah.
What do you guys
Sorry,
think?
did I say Infinity War meant end game? Yeah.
What do you guys think of Endgame?
Well, we did a whole episode on it.
Yeah, you go watch the episode.
What did you think of Endgame?
Yeah.
Well, I loved it, but like it was just like I've said this, and I'm not sure if you guys are gonna feel the same, but like it was a little bit lazy how they brought Ant-Man back from the van. Like the rat.
I don't have a problem with that.
I thought it was just a little lazy. Like the guy could go like walking through, he finds the van, just hits the button.
But I mean, it was the whole point of it was that it was hope. It was just this one event that it was sheer luck, and like he's just this hope, this beacon that moves forward the plot. Like it's more of the MC is very much this fantastical tale of like things that wouldn't they're not that realistic, for more obvious reasons in other cases. But like this was just a symbol of hope. It's just a rat just.
Yeah,
I'll give it to Chris though. That's an original critique. I haven't heard that one yet, so I'll give Chris that. I don't know. I mean, I don't have a problem with that, but I guess I hear what you're talking about. It is like a coincidence. People do joke about it, saying it like this rat is the sole reason that the entire universe is there.
The rat defeated
also,
Thanos.
The rat defeated Thanos.
I'm assuming you guys saw Ant-Man and Wasp, right?
No.
All right. well, Mac, you haven't seen it.
You're talking about the end
Go
credits
ahead
scene?
and talk about it. I don't care.
Okay. All right. So like, Zach, when Hank goes into the multi micro universe thing,
Yeah.
like why isn't his wife like a younger version of him, like a younger version instead of like being old and all that? Why does she age? Is what she's trying to help me say. Like, and we talked about this earlier in class because like one guy had a theory that her suit was just bad.
You're talking because what's his name? Scott didn't age when he came out.
Exactly.
That's a good
And,
question.
like,
I mean,
like,
to be
thought about
fair
the
though,
suit.
I think it's more of like the quantum realm was just this thing you really can't understand. There's like possibly this area of the quantum realm that she went in that didn't help, that didn't make her age. That's my assumption.
I mean, they thought about it was the suit because like her suit was like older and like probably worn out and everything, and his suit was like brand new. So that's another theory that they thought of. That is another thing. How can they breathe in the?
I have a new problem with Endgame.
Okay.
Why isn't every character gay by the end of it? Come on, man.
Yeah. There was only one gay character, and it got a short start.
It's 2019,
Really?
guys.
Wait a minute. Who's the only gay character?
It was just someone who was in the therapy session, basically.
Oh yeah. One of the directors.
It was one of the Russo brothers played him.
Okay.
I have a new problem with Endgame, though.
Go with it.
So
gay characters. Who's gay?
No one. It was just
Fine.
someone from the therapy
Fine.
thing.
oh, that character's no one. That character's nobody.
No, not like that, Mike. God, I'm dropping food everywhere.
Look at this idiot.
Okay, so when at the end of the movie, when everyone comes back, the way they reveal it is Hawkeye's wife calls him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She had cell phone service 5 years after she disappeared. She still had service. Her service wasn't canceled. What's that?
That is okay. All right.
Wait, maybe Shield gave them a limited time protection, right? Because
Gage said maybe it was a house phone, but I don't know. A house phone in 2019.
And we're back.
Okay. Yay!
Jesus. I love my internet connection stuff. It's great. So good.
Show that outdated meme I put into the chat.
Okay.
Zach. Was that me?
No, that's me.
What's the meme?
I said that. It's the Metal Gear Solid Snake.
That's
Snake.
It's not that funny. You're just as bad as Chris. I'm off the show. That's the
okay, Chris, you want to take over as co-host?
All right, sure, dude. I'll do it. I have time now.
This is stupid. Yeah. I don't like this.
What was that? Didn't we make a joke about like ending the show back then a lot?
Oh,
yes,
like doing the things where we leave the call.
I did that a lot in the older episodes where I just leave the call. I think I called it back one episode of the season where I left the call.
You left me alone every time. Why aren't I mad more at you than Chris? That's a good question. You've left me in the call for so many times.
I don't know. I feel like when the show finally ends, we're just gonna have to do a segment where we when we do our final episode. Who knows when?
We all just leave.
No, where it's just like me and Zach, perfect honesty, just express all of our frustrations towards each other.
Yes.
I'd like to imagine the final episode because like you kept leaving the call so many times, like you left the call for good, then the next episode, the final episode, is just me alone. I'm just like in a fetal position, like, okay guys, well this is a bit awkward since I go through like the whole episode trying, but by the end of it I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna give up. Goodbye everyone. Like,
wouldn't it be crazy if we ended the show and it ended very sadly like that? And then within the next 20 years, somehow, for some reason, it just gained this huge following for no
right when we
reason.
ended, yeah.
It was just like, let's hear the conversations of these two people in this time period. And then everyone brings us back together, like that Phineas and Ferb episode where they get the band back together. And we record a new episode of DuckCast.
Oh my god. What would that be like in 20 years?
we do it in it. We do it in a state. We do it in a stadium. We both walk into the stadium together. We're both with a microphone. We just sit down quietly, stare at each other. We haven't seen each other in 20 years.
Yeah.
And I pull my microphone up and say, "Hey Zach, have you seen the new Let's Cook?"
And I drop the mic and I'm like, I thought we were done with this, and then I just leave.
And that just turns into a fight.
It's been 20 years, Mike. They're not making any more. I have not seen the new Let's Cook. That has been out for 20 years.
I call dibs.
No, Richie's still making them.
I call dibs on just parachuting in from the sky,
And then he makes a complaint like, "Guys, I've just gotten older. I'm an adult now. My style of doing things has changed." Mike's frozen on my end. I think he might have cut out. This time it wasn't me.
Yes, exactly.
Great, and we're still recording.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So how's it going, Chris? It's been a while.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been doing a lot more writing, which is great.
Yeah, you've said that already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually learned that.
Yeah.
I actually learned how to become a screenwriter. Like you have to do like a catch.
Jesus Christ, what is happening?
I don't know. Look at your...
Mike's calling me. Hold on. I'm gonna put him on speaker.
All right. Okay.
Hello, you are on speakerphone.
Yeah. My computer just shut off,
Uh-huh.
and it shut off for no reason. It didn't even go to blue screen, just turned off.
Yeah, we see your webcam frozen, so it's fine. It's funny to look at.
Yeah.
We'll end the stop the recording for like a few minutes, and I'll get back on. We have to do a proper end on.
Okay, well, Chris and I will just...
It's the finale!
Finale! Okay. Chris, what should we say before the cut?
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. Right. I just hung up on Mike instead of just turning off the recording, so that's nice.
Okay.
So my computer just went black. It just shut off. I didn't unplug it. It didn't die. It didn't my computer screen didn't go blue screen. It just shut off.
At least it wasn't me this time.
How
that doesn't happen again. I don't hope it didn't overheat or something. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Well,
all right. So thanks for watching, everyone. Now we just ended. I mean, honestly, we are at around that time. I think. Even
yeah, but the finale could be a little longer if we have more to talk about. I mean, I know I'm speaking for you when you have to record, but you record the Mackle and Zatches, and those go on for 3 hours sometimes. It's the finale.
I noticed with the Mitzi one, at first the quality of, for example, her profile picture is fine, and then when you get near the end, it starts just to get more and more pixelated. And I rendered that video twice with 2 different settings.
You might want to either uninstall Vegas and reinstall it, or get a new program.
I can't get a new program. Are you kidding me? I'm not
Well, there's free programs.
No, it's not I'm not I'm not gonna do editing for a living ever. It's just a hobby, and those things are expensive.
Well, yeah, but if you want the quality of this show to stay good.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Easy way to avoid it. We just don't have it go on for an hour and a half.
I think I mentioned a couple of people that I saw in film industry.
I'm just saying we're over now. I know that.
I know. I actually met. Well, I didn't meet personally, but I spoke with Mike Coulter, Luke Cage.
Oh, cool.
I know, he's awesome. I asked a stupid question, and he acknowledged it. I'm like, my question was, is there gonna be a season 3 because you took over Harlem's Paradise? And everyone just laughed at me. And I'm like, I don't know. I just hoped there would be something. And no. I mean, if there was a season 3,
I don't know if you saw Jessica Jones season 3 yet.
No, I want to. I saw it started up, but I want to start.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. And then I saw David Tennant. He was there at MegaCon, and I'm like, oh my god, David Tennant.
I hate you right now, even more.
Ah!
This is not even for the meme. I actually.
I know. You love
that
him.
dude's my favorite actor. Bryan Cranston's a close second, but
yeah, he was talking in his giant panel. He has a giant theater for talking, and also Back to the Future was there as well. Doc.
Christopher Lloyd.
Marty. Yeah, Christopher Lloyd was there.
Ooh.
And the mom. I don't remember her name right now.
Yeah, I know you.
And Marty McFly. I wanted to meet him
Fox
so
was
bad.
There?
Yes, he was there.
Jeez.
I know. MegaCon is amazing.
David Tennant and Michael J. Fox in the same building is just,
Well, I got to see someone pretty cool the other day. I didn't get to see a famous, but Gage was in town for a few days, and we did stuff.
What is Gage up to?
Well, Gage lives out of state now. He moved.
Aw.
Yeah, and he was in town, and he was staying. I don't want to name exactly where he was staying, but
Yeah.
he was staying somewhere that's like a good 20-minute drive from me. And I would we did stuff. We went and saw John Wick 3.
How did you like it?
Our friend Brent. I thought John Wick 3 was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely. A lot of headshots. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god.
I heard they're really good.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything bad about them. I just haven't seen them.
Oh
No,
yeah. The first one is really fun, and I think it's really funny too.
Yeah.
The second one I think takes itself too seriously, and like 40 minutes of it is boring, and then the rest is pretty good. And then the third one I thought was like entertaining start to finish again. I still think the first one's my favorite, but the third one was like the second and third one want to expand on the universe a bit because the first one has such a simplistic story, and I think the second one does a kind of boring job with it, while the third one actually does have a lot of fun with it. They expand upon some things pretty well.
I remember from the second movie, when the guy who runs the Continental in New York shows Neo or Keanu Reeves just how big this underworld is, and it's not really an underworld. It's just the world. Like everyone could be a part of this whole society of like killers, and it's just that amazed me because we always hear about the idea of the underworld, like the black market and all that, but then it's just like it's just the world. We are here, like we're out in the open. We're not hiding, kind of thing.
Yeah. What I like about the first one so far is it's just the first one so much. It's just such a simple revenge story, and so many people die over something that's. I don't want to say it seems like small because that seems. I don't know. I don't know if I want to say anything because Zach hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
But do you know anything about John Wick?
Oh, and that's good. I don't want to know too much. I know he's badass.
Yeah,
there's a dog. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Adorable,
no, it's just it's a revenge story, and it's really funny how fucking far it goes. Like, I mean, like it's a movie where they want you to take some of it seriously, but for the most part, the first one's I would say the first one's intentionally a comedy, with some like character, like like what happened. I don't know, like some of the stuff that happens at the beginning isn't funny. That doesn't mean that stuff's funny. There's some sad stuff in the movie, but I'd say I don't know, just everybody how they talk about John Wick and how fucking afraid everyone is of John Wick. I just think for a really, really just some of the reactions are really funny. Like a police officer will literally show up to his house and know very well he just did something, but leave him the fuck alone because it's John Wick and they don't want to piss off John Wick. And it's like John Wick's not like a hateful person at all. It's just if you leave him alone, he'll leave you alone kind of guy.
Exactly.
Like they don't make him unlikable. He's a very likable person.
Oh yeah, he's a great human being.
No.
Keanu Reeves, people really like.
Yeah, I haven't even seen much of what Keanu Reeves has done, but ever since the Cyberpunk thing, I looked into his history and what happened to him in real life, and I feel for the guy, and I don't know, I want to see more from him. He seems like a really chill, cool dude, and he's done a lot of really good things to his fans too.
Yes,
he's always
nice. I mean, also he came out on the news saying he's a truly lonely person, he has no one in his life. I was like, I will be his best friend.
It's tragic.
I didn't know that at all.
Type in Keanu Reeves history on YouTube. I mean, there's some good videos about it.
All right. I like him. I like him in John Wick. I don't really know about that much in other movies, but
there's Speed that I like a lot.
But he is perfect for John Wick.
Yes, of course. There's no one else that could be John Wick.
Everyone seems to really like him. There was this big post going around because someone took knowledge of how every single photo he ever took with a female fan, he put his arm around them but did not put their hand around his waist, and they're just saying this guy's respectful. And everyone and that of course led to a lot of debates on the internet, but for the most part no one was angry at Keanu Reeves. So
now as great as this talk is, we should wrap it up, I think.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is season 1, Zach, saying, "Hey, this is the 10-minute mark is hit. We got to stop because it's just gonna stop." Remember that?
Yeah. So yeah, season.
This is season 4 finale, right? Season 5
Yeah.
is 80 to 100.
Yeah.
Now we're on the milestone
road
to
to
100.
100.
Now this is the big season coming up.
Season
Yeah.
4 was probably the slowest. I mean, I like season 4 a lot. This season we added our movie tradition.
Mm-hmm.
We did an Endgame episode just like we did in Infinity One and in season 3. We had a bunch of old guests come back on, but we also had some new ones. Like we had let me think. We had Tim was on, Teddy was on. Those were 2 new guests.
Yeah.
Will we had on before, but I really felt like I feel like this really felt like the first time we had like a really nice big conversation with him. It was great.
I think we also had a really great Mitzi episode since the original first one. I think that one was from beginning to end was really fun.
Oh yeah, no, I'll give Mitzi some praise. I actually think Mitzi is not that like none of like our other guests aren't, but I just feel like all 4 Mitzi episodes are great.
When
like
the 3 of us, I mean, for some reason we're just able to like from beginning to end always
we click.
get to have some fun. Yeah, it's just I hate
click.
that the render made all pixelated at the end during that montage. It looked terrible. I can't fix it. But yeah,
I didn't notice anything too bad, man. It's fine.
like the text and everything, and like the hashtag inspirational thing, like you could tell it's so bad. I don't like it.
Chris, you are our first guest ever. It was very nice to have you back on.
It was
Good
great
talking
to be
to you
here.
again. And yeah, I'm just trying to wrap up. Do we have any other new guests this season? This is wrapping it up.
Tuca.
We'll have Matt on next season, I'm sure.
Yeah, we had Sadie Mae on as a
Sadie Mae, that's right.
But she wasn't.
We also had the very first episode of DuckCast, apart from the kind of like the first April Fool's one for the Shark Tale review thing. But like we had this Hunger Games one, which was like completely stylistically different from any old DuckCast, and it was the first DuckCast that Mike ever recorded. And probably
and the first one got deleted by accident.
Yeah.
Not even that.
Wow.
I messed up the recording.
Yeah.
I messed up the recording.
Such a great session that was. I love it.
The first time I ever do an episode, it was so good we had to do it twice.
Yeah.
I don't think we had any other new guests, but I feel bad if I'm forgetting someone.
I do know that Chris's hatred, my hatred for Chris, God damn it, has continued and will continue.
Because you forced it to.
Yeah.
You're not making this meme any better, Mike.
This is all you, bud. This is all you.
This isn't over, Chris. This will go on, possibly in the Ziff Pod, where we will just have very awkward silence throughout the entire thing.
Yeah, and just crickets are
I would like to
everywhere.
say thanks for coming on, but that would be a lie.
Yeah, and
You suck all positivity out of the world.
It wasn't a pleasure talking to you either, buddy. I know that.
Real innocent of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And thanks for watching.
I don't care if you feel awkward, Mike. How about you just leave? That way, actually, that's where you. Yeah, that way would be the wall for you. Now that's okay. You're going to
There's a window here.
It's a window, not a window.
Just jump out the window.
Idiot. Fuck you. I can't go that way.
Yeah, you can. Just jump.
Fucking retard.